Hey guys, if you are new to my channel, my name is Katya, and today's video is going to be a get ready with me. I'm really excited because I have gotten a lot of new products lately. I don't know what happened, but I kind of went crazy, got a lot of stuff at the drugstore, online, at Sephora, so I'm going to share a lot of new products that I really like with you. And I'm also going to be doing a first impression, so I haven't tried yet these products. I'm going to be trying them for you today. The first one is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation and Concealer, and it looks like this. I also got the Milani Brow Shaping Clear Wax, so I'm almost out of the one that I have from Sigma. This is the Voluminous Liner Noir, I think that's what it's called. It looks like this. So let's just get started. Okay, so the first product I'm gonna apply is the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer, and it is a little bit green. I don't know how much it really affects my redness, but it definitely reduces the appearance of my pores and fine lines. Let's try the new foundation, the Milani foundation. I'm gonna be applying it. My favorite way to apply foundation is with a brush. This one is from Sephora. I prefer to just put the foundation directly on the brush, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. So again, the shade that I got is vanilla, so it might be a little bit too light for me, but I prefer a little bit too light than too dark. So far it's applying really easily. It's really covering my redness, my rosacea. It doesn't emphasize my pores at all. The brand Milani is a drugstore brand, for those of you who don't know it. I got my product at here in Toronto at the drugstore called Rexall. So now I guess the only thing that I'll wait to see is how it wears throughout the day, if it stays on, if it transfers. It doesn't feel sticky on my face at all. The finish, I would say, is natural. It's not too matte, it's not too dewy. Let's just go with the concealer now. This is another new one for me. It's the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I really like it. Overall, I would say the coverage could be a little bit more, but it's really not bad, and it feels really natural because everything looks cakey on me and emphasize the look of my little fine lines under the eyes. So this is really good for that. I like to apply my concealer with a damp sponge. This one is from Real Techniques. You can get Real Techniques again at Rexall, the drugstore, or at Walmart here in Canada, and this is a lot less expensive than the regular beauty blender. The next step for me is to apply my eye primer. So I start with my foundation and then I prime my eyes. Today I'm going to use the Pro Longwear by MAC in the color Painterly. So now what I'm going to do is set my entire face with powder and my eye primer as well. I find that it's just so much easier to blend eyeshadows when your eye primer is set. So what I'm using today is the RCMA No Color Powder. This powder is really great for setting your makeup, not emphasizing your pores. The packaging is really bad, so I got this little powder thing on Amazon. I'm going to use another Real Techniques brush to apply my powder. This is a blush brush, but it's really big and I like it to apply my powder. So I'm just going to set my under eye first. So under the eyes, I put quite a bit because, again, any product have a tendency to crease on me. As I expected, it works wonderful with the Milani foundation. Now moving on to the brows, I am using a new brow pencil. This is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal Paris. I go back and forth. Now it seems like a lot of brands come out with those that kind of mimic the Anastasia Beverly Hills one that is, I think, a little bit too pricey for what it is. I think they're kind of all similar to me, to be honest, so I kind of go with the cheap one that I can find. So this one is in Brunette. And I'm just gonna do my brows and we'll be right back. Okay, now that the brows are done, I'm gonna fix them with the Milani brow shaping wax. So just taking it out of the package here. This is a clear wax, so there's no color. It really is just to fix your brows so that they don't move around. I like to kind of go like vertical here so that those hair are like more like vertical. Ooh, it's really sticky. I like it. Now let's move to the eyes. The first product that I'm gonna use is the Colourpop eyeshadows. I got a few here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see. So that this is the ones that I got. So those ones are the kind of creamy consistency. I got them online. They're about $5 a piece. And because of that creamy texture, they just stay on all day and they look beautiful, very pigmented. So the color that I'm going to apply today is the color Wattles. It looks like this. And I'm going to apply it with my still brush like such. I get this brush, this brand at Walmart again. And it's really, really cheap and I love the quality of it. It doesn't lose hair and it just applies really, really nicely. So I would recommend that brand of brushes if you're looking for inexpensive ones that are still good quality. You can find it at Walmart. So as you can see, I'm applying this shape right above the crease and then concentrating in the crease but then kind of just blending upward. The next new product that I'm going to use for my eyes is the Revlon Photoready Eye Art. It looks like this and it is a little bit expensive for a drugstore Revlon product. It's about $12 here in Canada, but it is really beautiful and doesn't move again. And I really like the application. So on one side you have the kind of green eyeshadow and on the other side you have some really nice glitter liner. So it's a little liner like this. And this one is gold, but you got different shades. So we're going to apply this directly on our lid. Just all over the lid. You can go all the way to both corners. But we're going to be kind of blending things with this synthetic flat brush. So you don't have to be too precise with the Revlon applicator and you can always put more. I don't put too thick of a layer. And I prefer to go back with some more. It's just a lot easier than removing product. And then I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of that color. Just so that it's nice and pigmented. And I go all the way to the crease. The next shade that I'm going to use is from my new Morphe palette. It looks like this. I didn't quite realize when I got the palette that I would have to pay extra shipping and taxes and duties. I had to like pay for duties when it got here, so I didn't know how much it was going to be. So that's a little bit annoying, but I really like their product. So this is the palette. It's the 35F. And most of these shades on these four rows are metallic and the top part is matte, kind of more like blending and transition shade on top. So really like this palette. I'm gonna go in with this gonna go in with this shade right here. That is kind of it's kind of a gray, like metallic dark gray. To apply this color, I'm gonna use my crease brush by Makeup Geek, because we're gonna apply this shade in the corner, the outer corner here, and do kind of a V and go a little bit above to create a bit of a cat eye effect. So here is my V, just applying it in the crease here and in the corner of the eye. And you're trying to just kind of follow a line that goes from the corner of your eye to your eyebrow when you apply the shadow. Just kind of imagine that line. But we are gonna go clean up with Q-tips later on, like I always do. So you don't have to be too precise. So I'm going right in the crease here, almost all the way to the corner of my eye. And then we're gonna go back with my still brush that I used earlier with the Colourpop shade, and we'll go blend this together with that previous shade. So you have something like this when both eyes are done. Now I'm gonna put the highlight shade in the inner corner and a little bit on the brow bone here. So for my inner corner, I'm gonna use another shade from the Morphe palette, and it's just that lighter shade here. It is very pigmented, very bright, so just be aware. I like a very strong corner eye highlight, so I really like this, but if you don't, you're not gonna like this shade. So you can see it's like popping. And then for my brow bone, I'm gonna use a little bit less shimmery shade. I like a cream color, but not as shimmery. So I'm just using this color in the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and it's just that white one or cream one here in the corner that I really like because it's not shimmery. It's just a really nice cream color to highlight without being too intense. And then I'm going back again with no additional product to kind of just blend this area again to make sure there's no harshness between colors. This is where we use the Q-tip to clean up the edge here. I wasn't too messy, but it wouldn't really matter if I was, because it really cleans up everything. I don't even need to put product on it. I just kind of like turn it as I go. Now it's time to try the Voluminous Noir liner in Blackest Black. So let's just open this thing. Okay, so it's really thin and it's really pointy. It's kind of long and pointy. So let's just try it. Okay, it applies nicely. There's a lot of product. It's really black. Yeah. It's really nice. So to apply my liner, I just follow the line that I created with the Q-tip. So I make that line and then I kind of connect from the middle of my lid here and just kind of draw a straight line. So yeah, I like this. Again, let's just see how it wears and how long I get of the product before it dries out. Now we're gonna go in with mascara. I always put a primer before I apply my mascara, if you've seen other of my videos. This one is the Quo Prep My Lash Primer. I don't really care about the brand. They are all pretty similar To me, it's really a matter of protecting my natural lashes before applying a drying mascara. It kind of moisturizes your lashes, kind of like conditions them. Same thing as your hair. And of course, it amplifies the effect of your mascara a lot. And then my one and only L'Oreal Volume Collagen. Now moving on to the face, which I think is my favorite part. I'm gonna be using this new brush by Morphe. So I've been really liking lately the sleek contour palette that I had for a long time, but I don't know why I kind of went back to it and I really like it. So this is the face form in the color Light. It's contouring and blush. The blush is not my favorite, but the contour and the highlights are great, and they do have a duo with just those two, so this is so cheap. I get it online, and the shipping is either really inexpensive or free, and their prices are really good. So I'm just gonna use the bronze shade and bronze and contour at the same time. So I'm not gonna go too far and kind of go towards the top of my ear. And again, it applies beautifully with that foundation. And then I'm gonna go bronze and contour with this. And it has a really nice bronze color. It's not too gray and it's not too orange. I really like it with my skin tone. And I'm just gonna go apply a little bit to my chin here and my jaw. And then for blush, I'm gonna go with another Milani product. So I guess today's Milani day, and it's I've seen it. It's an old one. It's not a new product, but for me it is. And it's the Baked Powder Blush in Luminoso number 05, and it looks like this. And it's a really pretty peachy rosy color. So I'm just gonna go with this on just above that bronzer contour. And now we're gonna go with highlight, yay! And I'm gonna use two highlights today, and to apply them I'm gonna use another Real Techniques brush. When I like a brand, it seems like I just kind of want everything from the brand. I really like this teeny brush to apply highlights. It's called the Setting Brush, and again, Real Techniques can be found at Walmart. So for highlights, I'm gonna use another Colourpop product, and this is their highlight in Wisp. This is kind of creamy, so I like to apply this first so that my highlight on top will really stay all day. So this one has a little bit too much gold for my like. I like it a little bit more vanilla color, but this is the only one that I have from Colourpop, so we're gonna work with it. So I'm just applying on the top of my cheekbones here and a little bit above, and then I'm gonna put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Not everybody like that, but I really do. I think it just makes you look just fresh and glowy. And on top of my lip here to make your mouth look a little bit poutier. And then I'm gonna apply the highlight from the Sleek palette again, the one in the middle of course, and apply that on top. So again, because we have a powder and now a cream, and now we're applying a powder, this will stay on all day and is even more intense. So I'm just gonna go back and blend a little bit to make sure that everything is nice and blended. For my under eye area, I'm going back with Wattles from Colourpop. And I'm just gonna use a really flat brush and go really close to my eyelash line. And I do not like a lot of product under my eye. I don't think it looks good on me. So I'm going really close from the lash line. And then on my waterline, I'm gonna use the Pure White by NYX, which is just creamy pencil. And we'll just go all the way on my waterline. The white just opens up your eye. Then I'm going to put a very small amount of mascara on my lower lashes. I have kind of long, spidery lower lashes, so I don't like a lot of mascara. I go really, really lightly. Then I decided to contour a little bit my nose, so I'm going to go with a really thin kind of foundation brush and just put it on the bridge here, just to make my nose look a little bit thinner, and a little bit at the tip here. I am also trying new false eyelashes on today. These are the Cara eyelashes in number 217. They look like this. I got them online at, I'll list it below, but website that only sells $1 items. So I got a bunch of these lashes. These are my favorite. They don't look wonderful, but I think they will work. We got the lashes on, and it looks really pretty. I'm really happy with those. Now moving on to lips. The lip pencil that I'm going to use today is the Colourpop Lippy Sticks and the color Skimpy, and this is the kind of color that you can wear with a lot of different lip color. And for the color on my lips, I'm gonna use, so I know it's Ultra Satin Lip, and at the bottom it says Magic Wand, but that might be the color, but I'll list it down below. So I really like the texture of those. They stay all day, and they're matte but a satin matte, so they're not too matte, and they just feel really comfortable. And this color is just beautiful. It matches the eyes. It just brings everything together. I love this. Now you can keep it kind of matte like this, or you can put a lip gloss on top of it. I'm gonna keep it matte. I feel like with the eyes really bright and the highlight in the corner and everything, I kind of want to balance it out with a little bit more matte. The last step is going to be to set our makeup, and again, a new product that I discovered that I really like is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, long lasting. It really does keep your makeup beautiful all day, and it also adds a little bit of a dewy finish. So if you feel kind of too matte, it really kind of brings your makeup and your face back to life. So I'm just gonna spray this. I really hope that you liked this get ready with me / first impression / haul new products video. So if you did, you can subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, leave some comments below. Thank you so much for watching.